next one here. A few Badgeys more. It's basically a cybernetic entity cornucopia here. Some salvager, I forget the species, but they're salvaging the wreck of that big fight back in the end of season 1 where Shax got killed for the first time. And they come across Rutherford's old implant, which still has a copy of Badgey in it. And he does this little imitation of the Borg and assimilates the scavenger and takes over the ship, and it's off to the races as he's bent on revenge. Meanwhile, back at the Daystrom Institute, back on Earth, where they have all these different maniacal, evil computer types locked up and imprisoned, essentially. They get a real thing of their workout area, and these AIs just sitting there on the workout bench because they can't work; they're just laying there. But Peanut Hamper is up for parole, and Tendi has been asked to testify on this matter, whether or not Peanut Hamper should redeem herself, and her and Artemis, the crazy AI voiced by Jeffrey Combs, they've become really tight, and apparently they're going to play the system to get loose, get out, and conquer someplace. So at the same time, Artemis wants Boimler to come, or is he the sniveling meat boy who betrayed him type thing, or that kind of phrase, because he says he has intel on this ship's being destroyed. It's like, okay, yeah, it's obviously a trap. But we'll listen to him, see what he has to say. So they're both off to go check on what's going on there. And so the Cerritos is runs into the thing with Badgey. He's taking over. They open the channel. Please help us! And it's like, so it's just, and the thing is with Badgey's access to all of Starfleet's technical stuff, he can anticipate what shield frequency they're going to rotate to, and he's just punching through the shields, and he's just bopping the nose. We can't take more bops. And Rutherford's at a loss of what to do, so he, and Badger's still in the thing of welcome me back, Father. It's just great, thing. And you get a weird little thing of Rutherford dashes off the bridge, and Mariner goes after him, but his idea is just getting it, not even transport, just getting the space chute and jump, from one ship to the other. And as he's jumping out, he knows Mariner's right behind him in the spacesuit. So what are you doing? It's because Rutherford hadn't had time to cook up any kind of plan, or he's just going to sacrifice himself for the sake of the ship. It's like, what? You didn't have a plan? When have I had time to cook up a countervirus? So they're both sucked up into the other ship, which at least buys the Cerritos sometimes. Now you no longer shoot at the Cerritos. But they start arguing with Badgey and stuff and trying to get it. And the reason why Badgeys can do all this, there's hollow emitters all around the ship, which look a lot like the Doctor's, the EMH's, mobile emitters. Of course they retro, back engineered and all over the place. So. And this whole psychodrama of Rutherford tried something different. Instead of trying to, he just grabs Badgey and hugs him, and it seems to have an effect because I get conflict, and then suddenly Badgey splits in two. Now you got Badgey, and then you got Goodsey, with all the happy fun thought. It's like, it's everything is positive, and then Badgey just which means Badgey is just now that much worse. But it's just nice to have a good version of Badgey, not trying to kill them. But they're still trying to bend on, they're going to kill everything. Revengeance upon the entire Federation. It's like, why? It's like, and that little logical conundrum splits them off to another. So Logic-y splits off. So now you got three of them around. One really badgy now. And Goodsy and Logicy. And they're still trying to figure out how the hell are we going to stop this thing? Because he's planning now to upload himself into subspace, which will put him to access every ship and computer and planetary system in the galaxy, in the Federation, and he'll be omnipotent. It's and Logicy tries a thing that it doesn't work. He kills Logicy, right? It's dead. And again, just going fast forward through that one because the three different plots you can't really do them as they go. So one at a time here. And Badgeys succeeds. He uploads himself into subspace, and you get a little. You see DS9 getting taken over in space dock and ships and all the way. And the image of Badgeys, a giant, rising up to the center of the galaxy. I'm everything. Now I can destroy everything. But why would I? It really does ascend into a higher concept. Why? Wait a minute. Why would I want to do this? Everything that realize just what he's achieved and where he stands and how this is this is good. And I'm gonna go hang out with the Qs, Q continuum, and maybe create my own universe. And bye, and he ascends up. You see, the great koala waiting for him. It's like what just happened? And so meanwhile, okay. Back at the Daystrom Institute, Artemis does drop a few tidbits to keep. Okay, I know you're trying to trap me, but I'm listening. Okay, and eventually he does manage to spring a trap because while he's been there, he's taken up gardening, and he managed to let them do little remotes, drones, for gardening. Of course, he's gonna use it for something else. He's, they, Tandy and Boimler load Artemis on a shuttle, and they take him somewhere. Let those couple of drones, breaks loose, imprisons, ties up, Tandy and Rutherford, takes over the shuttle, and subjugates a poor planet in a matter of day and maybe a couple hours. And you get the Starfleet's not going to be able to resolve this in under an hour, so, which is a little bit of a swipe at the complaints about all the other Star Trek episodes. Problems are resolved in under an hour. Little self-referential nods like that are good. It's like acknowledging, certain aspects are a bit silly. Okay. But it's they were supposed to meet up with Peanut Hamper and dominate the world together, and he's sort of feeling empty a bit and lost. But Tandy and my officer, hey, we can track Peanut Hamper, find out where she's gone. It's you can. And I don't know what happened to this poor planet they subjugated, but maybe they. Once he's gone, they, reassert them. But they find Peanut Hamper. And apparently she did a heck of a speech during the parole hearing because they approved her parole. She went back home. She went back to this place to run other exocomps, and her father, who was named Brian, I think it was. I don't know. It's a regular name. It's she was planning on hooking up with Artemis and Dummy, but as she was making her speech, she started to actually believe it. Hey, I'm making some good points here. This is right, and she said, just change of heart and went home. And Artemis met the dad, and one of the gags is Artemis got this glowing red light making him evil, but he managed to fake it to turn blue. And make him look nice and serene. See my blue light? Don't I look safe now? Well, as they're talking, it just turned blue normally. It's like you finally, he actually had a change of heart and became not so evil. So, but no, he was taken back to Daystrom. So no, you're not out yet. But happy ending for Peanut Hamper. She's back home. On parole. Working with their dad on whatever they're doing at this station. There's all exocomps, their own little thing going. And last we see of Artemis is he is back at in his little cubby hole. And other maniacal. Can you teach me how to be good? It'll be a long time, but we'll try. And back on the Cerritos, one of the things they've been playing with all along was trying to hook up a grappler to a shuttle and missing badly. It pins Tendi to the wall at one point. This attempt, it comes close, but it misses the target and ends up hitting, pinning Bungler to the wall by his leg. Of course, that being a throwback to Enterprise with the grip, but also other shows have had grappler type things too. But he's being helped out by Goodsey. He kept around. He's like, no, Goodsey is good. It's like, you kept him around. He's going, no, he's fine. It's like, So we end on that one. So a decent little thing, but not AIs and how. And then we'll move on to the next one, which is caves. It's got to be caves. It's not a Star Trek episode. It's not a Star Trek show unless you got some caves involved. And they make lots of references. Like, no, not that cave. I hate caves. All right, we'll get to that later. Yeah.